Look at this. We've got French architecture all along the coast here in some areas. And we've got more buildings being constructed. That's medium land value. There's high land value right there. This is going to be over here. Nice. So our city is transforming, and that's what I was kind of looking for, is that a coastal area. You know, the hope is that at some point all of this road, along with this road, and to some degree some of this road, is going to be medium density, high wealth, multifamily French architecture. Yeah, this is nice. This is what I was hoping for. And this hopefully is just the beginning. We've got many more high wealth mansions, single family mansions, yet to convert, conform high wealth, medium density multifamily homes. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Welcome back to more SimCity, where that's going well, but I think our casino is still losing. Our casino is losing money. However, our city is making more than it's ever made. City specialization. So the sheer combination and the sheer earnings from the Eiffel Tower, the happy residents there, that, as well as now we've got this gambling house, that gambling house, and actually the second gambling house is making more than the original, and then this gambling house. So that may be what is turning our profit in the face of that. And maybe at some point, look at that, 199 high wealth tourists. I mean, we've got multiple ways for people to come into this city right next to this casino, but then again, maybe this is kind of where we're at. As far I've talked about, do I want to do airships? And we've got a spot that is absolutely, you know, it works. It works. We only lose a handful of homes. Let's do it. I don't think I'd, well, let's see. I'm not going to worry about the commuter. We're not going to worry about that. We are going to worry about a bus stop. Man, that is kind of a nice area, though. That's kind of a cool tourist side road here. Let's see what happens. And we've got a good waiting period for bus, but I still want to add more. Let's do that. Okay, good. Good. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens as we've got more buildings. Let's check our wealth level one more time. Yeah, we've got entire sections. I don't think we've really even scratched the surface of French style buildings. Yeah, good, good, good. We're gonna do another gambling house because I'm thinking that if we can bring in a few more medium wealth visitors here, that will offset. And but it just seems like we're making a good profit with the gambling houses. Let's slide over. That way we can fit something right in there. We're going to go right next to this factory. If we can get the sign across the street, or even over here. Oh, we could put the sign there because nothing fits there. Let's put the sign there. I am going to do, let's just attract, looks like we can put at least one. Make sure it's medium. Blackjack, medium wealth. Let's do that. Anything else? I think that's it. Let's do this as well as bus stop. Two students not enrolled. Looking for purple. And those two students may already be on their way. So the advisor, and one of the things that I've talked about is, you play your way, you play in a style that makes you happy. The advisor for education is talking about low skill, and I've seen some comments and some viewers have said, "Help me with that." If you notice, I do not overly concern myself with that. We have every single student is enrolled in school. We have tech level. We have a happy city. But we're educating everybody. I really, it doesn't. Oh, look at this. And it's departing. Eight. It's only been operational for 15 minutes. So let's see what happens. But there it goes off in the distance. We can't follow it any further. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, if the city's going to make money, if we're going to be positive, then that's going to buy us time to be patient with that. And look at that. 100 high wealth. This may be the day. This may be the episode where we start to turn the corner on the casino. But if not, We've got some real estate to work with. We can make a profit. We can definitely make a profit. Looks like more people coming and going from the airship. All right, and a bit of a rain. There goes the airship. "57 tourist riders." That's good. And we just placed the airship, so it's going to take some time, but that's 57 visitors. And we've got our water access, 167 tourist riders, 1,626 tourist riders. So this ferry is our, because you're high wealth, they're going to come in, high and medium are going to come in that way. And let's see how that compares to, wow. Well, but see, that's total riders. That doesn't break it down from commuters and tourists. 14,000. Look at that. We've gone up. So we're just under 500 high wealth visitors to this city. And we're not losing as much as we had been. So we'll keep an eye on it. The remainder of the city, primarily the gambling houses and the Eiffel Tower and the other landmarks, they're keeping us going. Because my concern was this was going to be such a money loser that it would overwhelm, but we are positive. Look at that. We are profitable. Good. Good. We'll keep an eye on it, but good. But look, we're getting more and more. Now we do have a kind of a few. We have 3 multifamily that are not French inspired. And we've still got a lot of space for more French buildings. They're happy. Okay, nobody's really. Some of these are going to complain about land value, but as of right now, yeah, see this one right here. We want higher land values here because it's just on the. They will not stay happy. Well, we could put something there. It doesn't look like it interferes, and that would. It makes more sense maybe to put it over here. We would just lose, and I think that would get. It doesn't completely cover, but we'll keep an eye on it and see, because before we place that park, let's see over time if that swings from we want higher land values here to we're happy. Good. Could we do A dirt road. I want to see something. Kind of beach access. I just want to see. You come out to the beach. Let's continue on with that theme of this, if it fits. Well, you could go all the way to the end. We could do 2 there. Maybe some tennis courts. I just want to see what it looks like. Let's do 1, 2 there, and then let's go to maybe something that runs lengthwise. I wish that the volleyball, and I mean, you can't, unless you zoom in, you wouldn't know it. I wish volleyball, but nevertheless, we do have a park. I'm gonna place it. I just want to see what it looks like. You know, that's not bad. I don't think. Could we have gotten some houses? No. I just want to see. Let's see what happens. One abandoned building. Not enough workers. All right, so instead of trying to force the issue, we can always pretend that could be like an Airbnb. How are they? How are the neighboring? Clothes needs workers. No shoppers. Business is okay. Let's do this then. This is that fine tuning. I'm surprised that we're just now having to do this. Okay, and that's going to make the surrounding shops happy because now there's going to be not only employees close by but more shoppers. Everything else, I love that this portion of it where Okay, these tourists help sales. So it was red. We've got tourist buildings all around this. I don't know what caused it to go up. It just went from red to green. So something just changed. I was literally just about to rezone, and it just went back to green. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Land values are awful. We're moving land values. So their land value, see that? They're right kind of on the. So instead of. Because they're going to be moving anyway. Let's see what happens. Everything else is green. We have some yellows. Business is okay. You know, that could be darker. How is their land value? I kind of like this. I think I'm going to have it loop back in on itself. I'm not so sure I like. And it might not let me do it. Well, that's not bad. It's not great either. I'm thinking about some bus stops. There's already one there. I'm not going to put a bus stop out here. I like the fact that there's not a lot of traffic. Okay, good. All right, good. City is growing. City is happy. Good. Whoops. No shoppers. No money. All right. Yeah. At some point in your city, you're going to want to fine tune. We are surprisingly handling the city's education needs with that one community college. One of these days, one of these episodes, we may have a profitable casino. But in the meantime, can we get, without losing, we'd lose an industrial building. Are they happy? That is actually going, they're both going down ever so slightly. I'm going to wait. I'll wait. We'll see.